What's up guys, it's me Deshaun. Today we're going to be talking about whether or not Denji can actually beat Satoru. Now when we made our Gojo vs Makima video, what made that video so compelling was the fact that Makima had so many tools and resources in the fight at her disposal. It made it interesting to see just what exactly they could do up against Satoru's broken tools as well. Now when it comes to Denji, or in this case full form Chainsawman, he might not have as many tools as Makima, but he has one specific ability that could actually help him win this fight. Now, I'm not going to take a dive into these characters' stats because honestly, they're not going to make that much of a difference because their hacks are simply that strong. For example, it wouldn't matter how fast Denji is up against Gojo's Infinity. It wouldn't matter how durable Denji is either because Satoru could simply just use purple, aka the delete button. But as broken as Gojo is, with the full Chainsawman transformation, I think you'd be surprised just how far Denji could go in this fight. I actually talked about this in my How Strong is Full Form Chainsawman video, and to reiterate on that, when I say Denji is like Doomsday, that is not an understatement in the slightest. So to really give you an idea on how this fight would play out, obviously Gojo would kill Denji. He could use blue, and then once Denji gets sucked up, he'd use purple and erase him. Don't get me wrong, I love Chainsawman. I like it way more than Jujutsu Kaisen. But as of right now, Gojo is overwhelming a majority of the cast in this series. Or, you know, that's what you would initially think. Because what makes Denji so dangerous, and please do not correct me in the comment section, by saying, why aren't you saying Chainsawman? It's not Denji, it's Chainsawman. Like, come on, y'all know what I mean. Like, fuck off with that nitpicking shit. But anyways, what makes Denji or Chainsawman or whatever you want to call him so dangerous are these three factors. The first factor is that he cannot die. The second factor is the fact that he can erase concepts. And the third factor is that every time he consumes a demon, he becomes stronger. Depending on how you want to slice this fight, or depending on whatever kind of technicalities or universal scaling or whatever you want to do, whatever you want to add, either one could win. If we're looking at it from the perspective, oh, Gojo killed Denji, the fight's over, Gojo wins. Yeah, I guess you could say Gojo would win this fight. But if we're looking at this from a no-holds-barred perspective, Gojo could kill him. He could definitely kill Denji. But he is not beating Denji at all. And this is what makes Denji so broken in most versus battles. Because no matter how strong your tools may be, fighting Denji is an endless loop where he's going to keep coming back and getting even stronger over and over again. To play out a scenario of what it would be like to fight full form Chainsawman. Let's say if Gojo were to hit Chainsawman with purple, he's dead. Let's say after the fight a few hours have passed, and then Denji comes back from hell. Shit, it might not even be an hour when you consider how fast he climbed out of hell while fighting the Hell Devil. But anyways, he's gonna come back. Let's say Gojo tries to use purple again. Now for some reason, Gojo can no longer use purple. Why do you think that is? And that would be because in Chainsawman, there is a demon for every single concept that exists. Now if Denji were to go to the concept of Gojo's move purple and eat the demon that would exist for that concept, Gojo would no longer be able to use it. What if Denji were to travel to hell and eat the space manipulation devil? The concept of space manipulation would no longer exist and Gojo wouldn't be able to use any of his space manipulation-esque abilities. Not only would Gojo lose his abilities, but every time Denji were to face these demons, he would get stronger. And if Denji simply wasn't strong enough to face these demons yet, he could just go around, eat other demons and other concepts that they would use against him. For example, let's say he fights the Space Devil. If the Space Devil was so strong that it was absolutely decimating full form Chainsawman Denji, he could simply eat other devils to make him stronger or eat the concepts that would be making this Space Devil stronger than him. And this endless loop of taking away your own abilities, getting stronger, and ultimately not dying is what makes Denji such a broken character in any versus battle. And the insane part is that it doesn't even matter how strong you are. That is exactly why I wanted to use Gojo for this video. It is a fact that Denji would never be able to hit Gojo or even match him at all in a fight. But what if Denji were to die? Rev his engine back up while he is in hell. Find the Infinity Devil, eat it, get stronger, and by the time he climbs out of hell to fight Gojo again, Gojo will no longer have access to that ability. In this endless loop of Denji getting up, getting stronger, and taking away your abilities, makes it practically impossible to defeat him, unless he was fighting someone who could manipulate concepts just like him. For example, if Denji were to fight Goku, Goku would easily slap him every single time. Every single time. But every time, yet again, when Denji comes out of hell, he's going to be stronger, and Goku will lose a tool in his arsenal. For example, what if Denji ate the Flying Devil? And upon consumption of the Flying Devil, Goku would no longer be able to fly. He could eat the concept of ki. There is absolutely no limits as to what Denji can or can't do, because these concepts could literally be anything from people, places, things, and virtually any idea. But I don't know, maybe with Goku it could be different because he could just simply Hakai Denji, but I don't know. This is a Gojo versus Denji battle, so that's a discussion for another time. Now overall, when we're looking at both Gojo and full form Chainsawman, I guess it really boils down to one thing. How would Denji react to getting attacked by Satoru's domain expansion? This domain expansion would be the only way you could defeat Chainsawman, because you cannot kill him. This would never be an option during a fight with Chainsawman, because every time you kill him, he will come back stronger than before. The best thing that you could possibly do to Denji would be to seal him or incapacitate him. And luckily, Gojo does have a move, a part of his arsenal, that could do exactly that. Now, when it comes up to who would actually win this fight, it really depends on how you slice it. Are we going based off of, hey, Gojo can just kill full form Chainsawman, so he'd win, then Gojo would win. But if we're talking about no holds barred, if Denji's able to travel to hell and erase concepts, then Denji in his full form Chainsawman form could definitely beat Gojo. But it seems as though the math is more or less on Gojo's side, because in both situations, regardless, he has the potential of winning, because obviously he's going to kill him because he's just way stronger and way faster than him. And as for the no holds barred, if literally Gojo could just use his domain expansion on Denji, then he's winning the fight. So Gojo does beat Denji overall, but it can be debatable, because you could debate what exactly you think the domain expansion would do. Because I know there are people who are all like, well, if we were to use the Cosmos Fiend up against full form Chainsawman, I don't think he would do anything, because I feel like Chainsawman's just a mindless killing machine that doesn't think. But unfortunately, we do not have that much information to go off of. Now, if we were to get more information on how this ability would interact with Denji, then we could determine whether or not he'd win. But so far, Gojo is beating Chainsawman. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Let me know the next fight that you guys want to watch or see, and I'll cover it. Do you agree? Do you disagree? Let me know in the comment section below. Tell me who do you think would win this fight and why, and I'll see you guys in the next video.